Hello everyone, today we will discuss the challenges most beginner programmers face when they start. Whether you're learning programming as potential career path or just as hobby, you'll likely face the same problems. When people decide to learn programming, they often begin by watching YouTube videos like learn JavaScript in 10 hours or Python in 8 hours. While these videos are popular, they provide little value to beginners. Sure, they might teach you the basics like how to create variables and explain that a variable is like a box that stores data. But what should we do with this information like as beginners? These videos don't show how to build a real program. For example, even a simple app to display the weather in a city is way more complex than it seems. And this is where most beginners hit their first problems. Why? Because many beginners think that programming is just about knowing a language. In reality, programming is about solving problems and thinking logically. This is X in 8 hours videos are only helpful for people who already know how to program and what to explore a new language. For complete beginners, they don't teach the essential skills to build anything useful. Here's the truth. Knowing the syntax of language doesn't mean you know how to program. Syntax is just a grammar of a tool, and tools don't matter if you don't know how to use them. Experienced developers rarely rely on YouTube tutorials to learn a new language. They read the documentation because it's just faster. That said, don't dismiss YouTube videos entirely. There are excellent tutorials just like there are great books. But if you're self-teaching, you need to mix learning resources, videos, documentation, and hands-on practice. One common beginner mistake is spending too much time trying to choose the best programming language or editor. Spoiler, the language doesn't determine your success. It's your ability to apply programming principles and solve real-world problems that matters. Focus on learning how to write clean, functional code. The tools you use are secondary. This might sound obvious, but one of the most underrated skills in programming is knowing how to search for solutions online. Beginners often ask basic questions like, how do I position a container on a web page? These are things you can find answer to in seconds with a quick search. If you can't Google or read documentation, you'll struggle as a programmer. Learn to break down problems, search for solutions, and process the information you find. It's a skill that will help you not only in programming. Learning to program can feel lonely, especially if you don't know anyone else who shares your interest. That's why it's important to find a community. There are countless programming focused Discord servers, forums, and chats where you can meet people like you. When I started, I spent months learning alone. It was tough, but joining a community of programmers made a huge difference. Surrounding yourself with people with similar goals helps keep you motivated and exposes you to new ideas. You probably heard this advice. Build side projects to impress employers. Yes, it's true that projects can help your portfolio, but you should focus on building things you care about. Because if you create something that excites you, you will stay motivated. And when you hit roadblocks, which you will, it won't feel like chore to push through them. Don't waste time trying to create the perfect project. Build something for yourself and let the learning process guide you. Programming is hard. Anyone who tells you otherwise is lying. It requires time, patience, and willingness to make mistakes. Many people set unrealistic expectations, like becoming a developer in 3 months. While rare exceptions exist, most people need much longer, sometimes years, to become job ready. Programming is not about shortcuts. It's about building a solid foundation over time. Do programming for a high salary is a bad long-term strategy. Yes, tech pay well, but if you don't enjoy coding, you'll burn out quickly. Think of motivation like stamina in a video game. If you constantly force yourself to do something that you hate, you'll run out of energy. And on other hand, if you're genuinely interested in what you're doing, you won't deplete the stamina, and learning feel more natural. If you reach a point where programming no longer excites you, it's okay. Take a break, or even quit. Sometimes stepping back helps you rediscover your passion. And if it doesn't, it's a sign to explore other paths. Okay, thanks for watching. Remember, learning to program is a journey, not a sprint. Share your experience in comments. Your story might help someone else. If you enjoy this video, like and subscribe. See you next time. Love you.